Welcome to Lit with Ernest, where we dive into the lives and works of the most influential figures in literature. Today, we're talking about John Keats, a poet who left an indelible mark on the literary world. Keats was a true original, a master of language, and a passionate explorer of the human experience. Born in 1795, Keats grew up in a world that was both beautiful and brutal. His father, Thomas Keats, was a livery stable owner who died when John was just 8 years old. This event had a profound impact on Keats, shaping his views on mortality, loss, and the fleeting nature of life. His mother, Frances Jennings Keats, remarried soon after, but her new husband turned out to be a disaster, and she eventually left him. These early experiences of instability and hardship would later inform Keats's poetry, which often grapples with themes of love, loss, and the search for transcendence. Keats's educational journey was marked by a series of twists and turns. He attended a local school in Enfield, where he developed a passion for reading and writing. However, his family's financial situation forced him to leave school at the age of 14 and become an apprentice to a surgeon. This might seem like an unusual career path for a future poet, but it actually had a profound impact on Keats's work. His experiences as a medical student gave him a deep understanding of the human body and its many frailties, which he would later explore in his poetry. As Keats delved deeper into the world of literature, he became fascinated with the works of William Shakespeare, John Milton, and other great poets. He spent hours devouring their words, analyzing their techniques, and experimenting with his own writing style. This period of intense creativity was marked by a series of remarkable poems, including Endymion and Hyperion, which showcased Keats's unique voice and vision. One of the most significant influences on Keats's work was his friendship with Leigh Hunt, a fellow poet and critic. Hunt introduced Keats to a circle of literary figures, including Lord Byron and Percy Bysshe Shelley, who would become lifelong friends and mentors. This group of writers, known as the Romantic Poets, shared a passion for beauty, nature, and the human experience. They saw poetry as a way to explore the depths of the human heart and to express the inexpressible. Keats's major contributions to literature are undeniable. His odes, such as Ode to a Nightingale and Ode on a Grecian Urn, are masterpieces of language and form. They explore themes of beauty, mortality, and the transience of life with a depth and nuance that is still unparalleled today. Keats's use of sensory details, his exploration of the human psyche, and his innovative approach to language have inspired generations of writers, from T.S. Eliot to Sylvia Plath. But Keats's work isn't without its limitations. Some critics have argued that his focus on sensuality and beauty can be overly indulgent, or that his poems lack the intellectual rigor of other writers. And it's true, Keats's poetry isn't always easy to understand, and some of his language can feel dated or obscure. However, these criticisms miss the point of Keats's work, which is not to provide a rational analysis of the world, but to evoke an emotional response in the reader. Keats's legacy is immense. He inspired a generation of writers to explore the possibilities of language and form. His emphasis on beauty, nature, and the human experience has shaped the way we think about poetry and literature today. And his influence can be seen in everything from music to art to film. As the poet himself once said, "Beauty is truth, truth beauty, that is all ye know on earth, and all ye need to know." So what can we learn from Keats about human behavior, thinking, or emotions? For one thing, his poetry shows us the importance of living in the present moment, of appreciating beauty and sensuality, and of confronting our own mortality. His work reminds us that life is short, fleeting, and precious, and that we should strive to make the most of every moment. As Keats himself said, "Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard trocker are sweeter, therefore, ye soft pipes, play on." That's all for today's Lit with Ernest. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about books. Subscribe because we'll do this again. This is Ernest, signing off.